Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Hope you are all having a good day, a lovely day. I've been out this morning in the sun for a walk and a coffee. Been nice and chilled. Obviously, you know you got to speak to your boy on the daily, so we're here to talk about the latest Leeds United news, of course. And there's quite a bit for us to go through. It is only rumours, but like I say, we'll have a little chinwag and a chat about it. Don't forget as well, tonight the watch-alongs are back. Yes! Starting at 6:30, an hour before, as we always do. That will never change. We will be there. Then we've got the game, and then we're going to do live post-match reaction as well. I'm excited to get that going as well. I'll be joined by myself, Joe, potentially Lockie, Joe Blackburn, and many others, right? And to be honest, like, it's a friendly game. We won't be picking the bones out of loads of it, but what we can do, which we haven't had an opportunity to do for a while, is get a few people together. I've asked Evie as well to find out how everyone's feeling about Leeds United. Obviously, we're due to go on the German tour in the not too distant future. I seen a tweet actually from the guys at LUFC Fan Zone who have basically said, although nothing has been confirmed by Leeds, we believe the squad will fly to Germany this weekend, play 2 friendlies in the north of the country against Hanover and Schalke, behind closed doors. That also, to be honest, pisses me off a little bit as well, because Hanover 96 and Schalke 04, they're big teams. Why does it need to be behind closed doors? I genuinely think it's a club decision, but hey. But that's behind closed doors. Don't even know if we'll get a view on that, but that's going to be next week. And then they'll return on August the 1st, 2 days before facing Valencia at Ellen Road in their final pre-season fixture before the Championship opener against Portsmouth. So we'll have to watch this space on that one. Big up to Alison, who's in the chat, NJ1 as well. Nice to see you. Danny Talks Sports. We've got Leeds Sayer, Carl Bull, Jay Racer, Colin Blackshaw, Dan, who says, I predict a riot. My heart goes out to everyone in Leeds and in and around the Hare Hills area, man, genuinely. No time to talk about where your political leanings lie and all that sort of stuff. Ultimately, it's just a sad, sorry state of affairs. That's the fact. Hot news indeed. We've transferred takeover falling apart. Will they get Willie still? Yeah, remains to be seen. They've still got players they can sell. Amadou Anana's one. Obviously, another signing that he's wanted by another clubs is Jared Branthwaite as well. So watch this space. I wouldn't say it's over yet. We're actually going to be talking about Everton and Leeds United and Jack Harrison on this video, because there might be a change in the scenario with that deal as well. Love the watch along, says Dan. Same here. We will be here. Make sure you join us live from 6:30. Don't know, mate. I think it's cash, maybe. From what I've heard over here, it's a decision from the 2 German teams who want it behind closed doors, says Lucas Bottomley. Dan Morrison says, any news on whether Strauch is fully fit? I think he is, and we may see him tonight. Why do I think it's the club's decision? Farke's done this before with Norwich. He played pre-season behind closed doors previously with Norwich. I know we're being told it's a policing issue as well, but I don't know. May well be. I'm off to Harrogate tonight. Can't wait. Nice. Enjoy, Helen. I can feel a signing coming this week. No, Andy, it'll be a live. How can I pre-record a live match reaction, broski? Let's have a look. All good. We are Leeds. Ian says loving it. Big up. No, I don't think so, mate. And he shouldn't do anyway, because he's going to leave. He's going to leave, isn't he? He's going to leave. Let's have a look. Big up to Jack, regular watcher of this show as well. He's put together a nice little flashy graphic that I'm going to steal for this video. I know he won't mind. This is the current state and state of affairs with the squad going into tonight. I like how he's colour-coded it. Obviously, he's got the Reds likely exits. So you've got Somerville, Nonto, Cooper, Voba, Rutter as well. Could be susceptible to bids, of course. And then obviously we've got, as we can see, Ampadu, Gruev, Crew in the 6, Rothwell the only 8. We've got no right backs, although I would move Byram over there. So we've got a right back, a left back, 2 centre backs, 3 number 6s, 1 8, 2 number 10s. You could argue Gelhart's probably a 10, 3 number 9s, 1 right winger, and then, as I said, we do have Nonto and Somerville, but they are susceptible to potentially leaving. So, you know, work needs to be done. Lucas Yu on Leeds U says, I'm hoping to get a couple of signings through the door for Germany. I'm not worried yet, but the longer we go without replacing some of the outgoings, it does make me raise an eyebrow. Yeah, they're taking the time, aren't they? They're definitely taking the time. Which isn't great. Don't forget to smash a like on the video as well, folks. We're sat on 63. Let's at least get to 100. We're going to go through the latest Leeds United news now at lunchtime anyways. Look, there's this. We all know. It's not been officially announced yet, but we know it's going to happen. Here we go. Italian guru Fabrizio Romano revealed that Rasmus Kristensen is heading for a second loan spell away from Leeds United. Look, people tend to be positive. Some are negative, some are in between. I like to think I'm in between. I flip between the two depending on where the wind blows at that moment in time. I've seen some positive takes on this Rasmus deal saying, oh, well, 15 million euros comes down to 12 and they've got to pay 12 to 2, so actually it'll only be 8 and therefore they might make it happen. Look, he's going to see out his contract at Leeds, but being on loan all the time, that's the only way I see it going well. Or not well, that's the only way I see it going. Rasmus will be here, much like Diego Llorente. It was a shocking buy. Again, people want to blame it. It was also a Marsh signing. Wanted a right back, brought him in. They paid 10 million for him, massively overpaid, not of the level. He's on about 40 grand a week. He'll now go to Germany. He'll do shit there. Then I don't know where he goes, and we'll just end up picking up the tab. It is what it is. It's just one of them deals. I just wish we could just get rid of him. But ultimately, folks, much like when people on about say, just get rid of Bamford, it's not as easy as that. Because if it was, Rasmus would be gone, Vroba would be gone, Llorente would have gone seasons ago. Unfortunately, it's just not as easy as that. So, but Romano said it's happening. Florian Plettenberg said it's happening. It's not been officially announced yet, but we know it will probably today. I don't think there'll be much fanfare from Leeds United side in terms of clubs mentioning it, but we'll wait and see. We're now going to talk about an ex-Sheffield United player, someone Leeds United were heavily linked to, Daniel Jebbison. I did do a video when his move to Bournemouth was announced saying this could be a potential deal. Now, of course, the journalist that's reporting it, I take with 15 pinches of salt, but Leeds United are in loan swoop for Premier League striker. Obviously, Daniel Jebbison was someone that interested us, and when Bournemouth did sign him, there was also saying on there that they could loan him back out. Leeds United were interested in him. If they are, then they might speak to Bournemouth and say, well, can we take him on loan then? So we'll have to wait and see. But it does say Leeds United remain keen on signing striker Dan Jebbison despite his recent move from Sheffield United to Bournemouth. Leeds are interested in the possibility of the landing the striker on loan ahead of a new season. Jebbison has recently cut ties with Sheffield United following relegation, snapped up by Bournemouth on a free transfer and penned a 4-year deal with the Cherries. However, in his latest update regarding his immediate future, the Whites are battling with other clubs to land him on a temporary basis in the window. Fellow second-tier outfit Sunderland are also believed to be in the frame for his signature. Like I say, we were interested in him initially. You know, we initially interested in him. He then goes to Bournemouth on a free, but Bournemouth do want to loan him out. It would make sense if Leeds United were heavily interested and did fancy him for this season and not for the future. Then we go back there. Mail Sports saying we're interested in Raksaki. Do you have a link to that, Tyler, so I can have a look? I know Crystal Palace have said no to a loan to Southampton, so I was thinking they're going to keep him in-house, especially if they've lost Elise. Eze could go. I think Raksaki will play a part for Crystal Palace this season. He should have gone on loan last season, but Roy Hodgson kept him about and then never played him. But if you've got a link to that, that'd be great. But I know Southampton were told no. So if they weren't loaning him to Southampton, unless they're worried about minutes and therefore want him to get minutes in the Championship, maybe. But I think he'll stay, to be honest. I think he'll be given a chance under Glasner. Moving on to Junior Firpo. So, listen, this story won't go away. It's another one. I know we were told, it's news to Leeds about Firpo going, but we were also told that Leeds didn't want to sell Kamara, etc. You can never believe what you read, see and hear, really. Leeds have open talks with Real Betis over the sale of left-back Junior Firpo. Of course, this is according to Football Insider. They've already signed 2 Leeds United players this summer after completing deals for Llorente and Roca. He's highly regarded. We're reluctant to let him go until adequate replacement is signed. Obviously, we've been linked with McNulty, haven't we? The Argentinian Irishman. So, yeah, we have no other first-team left-backs unless you throw Junior Firpo there. I think it'd be catastrophic for us to sell Firpo now. We're just leaving ourselves too much to do if we were then to do it. Have you got the link to that, mate? Why is Sheffield United tweeting about us as well? But if you could send it us, I'll have a look. But, yeah, Junior Firpo, if we lost him as well. Yes, he's replaceable, but it's getting to the point now. Well, yeah, everyone's replaceable, but we're leaving ourselves too little time, you know? Well, it's like Alexis McAllister, isn't it? The Argentinian Scottishman, I swear. No, I'm on about the link that I can click, Scott. That I can actually click, pal. There you go. Big shout out to Jack City as well. Banging tune. All go out and buy it. Only 79p. Yeah, listen, I need to buy it myself. I've not bought it. I've not bought it myself yet. As bad as that is, I need to do it. I'm going to message him now. Actually. I need him to send me the link for the song. Right, okay. Folks can't pop links in unless a mod, as far as I know. Right, okay. Just copy it into a browser. Copy what into a browser, Scott? There's no link. What are you on about? Anyway, I've not seen it. Helen sent me the link regarding Raksaki on Twitter, I assume. Big up. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look. Crystal Palace, right, here we go. I mean, if this is true, it'd be amazing. I've got to allow ads on this stupid site. I hate this. The mail's brutal for it. Okay, so Crystal Palace have dismissed a second proposal from Southampton for young winger Jesram Raksaki. Let's have a look. Okay. So it does say that Leeds, Sheffield United and Sunderland are among a raft of clubs to have expressed interest in the England under-20 international. I wonder why they've turned down, though. Ipswich also wanted him before turning to Amari Hutchinson. They are reluctant to deal with a Premier League rival and would prefer Raksaki to go on loan to the Championship. If they're genuinely going to send him out on loan, 100%, we have got to be all over it. We wanted him last summer, like we did the scouting report, we spoke about him, we wanted him last summer. So it makes sense that we would do that. Genuinely, I just assumed... nice. Thank you for letting me know that. I just assumed because he'd been turned by Southampton, they were going to give him a chance. Genuinely, if there's a chance to get it done, then get it done, because Raksaki would be an unbelievable signing. I think he was at Blackpool, not last season, the season before in League One, smashed it. Should have gone on loan last season. Roy Hodgson kept him around, never was given minutes. So hopefully Glasner is going to allow him to go out on loan, because I think he'd smash it here. He'd smash it, and I'd be happy enough for him to replace Anonto, you know, definitely. So thank you for everyone. I hope that's genuine, and I hope we genuinely have interest in Raksaki, because I think he'd be a great signing. I also hope we keep hold of Junior Firpo 100%. Sorry, it wasn't Blackburn, it was Charlton. Thank you, JB. Thank you very much for that. Right, okay, we could also have some more money coming our way. A lot of this is due to loan news and deals, because Everton are considering a shock twist in regards to Jack Harrison. So basically Everton, especially now with the financial issues again, apparently want to add loans to their club. Now, of course, certain rulings will say you're only allowed X amount, okay? Now, apparently, sources are saying Everton could look to renegotiate the terms of Harrison's switch by upgrading the loan to a permanent, so it would give them more flexibility and allow Deitch to attempt to sign Calvin Phillips and Armando Broja on an initial temporary basis before the fast approaching deadline. Yeah, so it could well be that, look, come back to Leeds United and say, look, can we make it permanent now? A bit like we did when we made Adams permanent, when we made Sinistera permanent. These can happen during season, right? So if they want to get some more loans through the door, you're only allowed a certain amount of loans. they might look at that and say, okay, Leeds, can we make Jack Harrison permanent? So we could see a massive switch up in that as well, which would be good because it's more money, right? And I just want these players who are continuously going out on loan to just fucking go. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was at Charlton, my apologies. Raksaki just scored in a friendly for Palace. Do you think Jack Clark would work? Yeah, of course he would work, but we can't afford him, bro. We can't afford him. There we go. If I remember right, in the Premier League, it's 2 from domestic clubs. So there you go. If he wants Phillips and Brozier, he's going to have to make 1 permanent. They won't be able to afford Phillips. They won't be able to afford Brozier. Let's make Jack Harrison permanent. That's the way it might go. So that's good. Unfair labelling Rasmus as pond water. You insult one, you insult all. What are you on about, bro? I don't know. Andy, you've putting some weird comments, broski, lately as well, after the fact. I don't understand it, bro. No reason. Yeah. Anyway, Rasmus is shit. We know Rasmus Kristensen's leaving. Look, Trey Hume keeps getting mentioned. I'd love Trey Hume, but he's well out of our price range. I think they'll want between 7 and 10. We can't even get Bogle over the line, it seems. Sunderland are now saying they want 10. He's not coming at Leeds United. According to Belfast Telegraph, Sunderland have slapped a 10 million price tag on his head. I genuinely would have loved, Leeds to pay 10 million for Trey Hume. Go get Van Uyck, go sign Johnny Rowe, Gabriel Sara, Josh Sargent, Morgan Whittaker, but ultimately it's going to be too much. And Trey Hume also falls into that bracket. He falls into that bracket for me. So yeah, it is what it is. I think we're going to end up getting Connor Roberts. I think that's where it'll go. Tommy K says a marquee championship signing. What is, bro? Yeah, I think you're getting confused, bro. I didn't say no pond water. And that is being nice, to be honest. It's fucking dishwater, dirty dishwater, shit water, If we're going to struggle if we don't get transfers, obviously, yeah. We're not signing no one and it's your fault. Yeah, sorry, Martin. I apologise. Yeah, so there's a lot of business to be done, as Jack showed us earlier. I don't know if you've seen Jack. I stole your graphic, brother. This is where we currently land. Love to see a number 9 come in. Maybe Jebbison can help that out. Does Pirro drop to being a 10? Somerville, we need a left winger. Could that be Liam Miller? Nonto going. We're going to need extra bodies anyway that can play on either side. You probably could get away with Aronson and Rutter as 10. Rothwell, we need another number 8. We're solid with the 6s. Centre-backs, we need additions. We need another left-back. We need another right-back. It's looking bleak right now. But, as everyone keeps telling me, there is time yet. There is time yet. I just want, in an ideal scenario, right, like, I would love for Leeds United to sell Somerville, sell Nonto, get it done, get them out. Get rid of these Vauber and Cooper. Just Cooper go sign with Blackburn, Vauber leave. And then we can say, right, we have now got rid of all the exits, so now bring us players. Now bring us players. Because there's no excuses. Because I think a lot of people are going, yeah, but they're still clearing the decks, you got to give them time. Well, hurry up. Hurry up. And sign some fucking players. Yeah, exactly. Love that. He's still there, man. What she don't realise, she's actually witnessing a hostage taking. She just thinks he's signing for Leeds. It is what it is. Thank you very much, Dan, man. That means a lot. We're going to be live as well in 4.5 hours for the watch along. Listen, I'll just say this out there. A lot of people jump on the watch along hype. You know where your bread's buttered, yeah? You stay put. Anyway, yeah, we move, don't we? Patience is wearing thin with the transfer window. It sure is. It is. Yeah. Didn't Jebbison sign for Bournemouth? Yeah, but they're loaning him out, Richie. They're loaning him out. We spoke about Jebbison actually when it happened, because I said, and I wasn't ITK at the time, by the way. When I said it, I just said, well, it would make sense if we just go sign him. on loan if we wanted him and they want to loan him, go get him. It's an extra body up top. I've just renewed my membership, so the fund's there now. New signing. Listen, I'd love Joseph to be the main man. I hope he is. You know, they did a video. I hope he is. I hope he is the main man. I like Bamford, you know this, but if he starts the season, it's going to be God, like, pray for Leeds United socials and all that. Pray, people, because it'll be bleak if he's starting. And I love Pat, and like I feel a bit harsh, like criticising someone who's been here that long and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, in terms of Jebbison, it's just extra bodies, mate. If he's on loan, if we wanted him, we did want him, you know. Can Jebbison play off the left, off the right, potentially? Maybe. Can he play in the 10? I know Joseph can play off the left. You know, because we've seen it. We've seen it last pre-season. We've seen it under Bielsa. No, under Jesse. I think he played off the left as well. Big up to my man Christopher Spofford Chapel, gifted 20 Just Joe football show memberships. Big up to you, Christopher. Thanks as always for the support. Just got in of Blades accepted. I didn't even know we'd bid that much, mate. I don't even think we have, unless you know something I don't, mate. But I wasn't aware we'd bid that. I think it was 4 million, 2 lots of 4 million. Real Betis have already sent, there's another report doing the rounds about Firpo to Betis. Won't go away, will it? Leeds want to sign Premier League attacker Mark Guay, he says, has great potential on loan. Why do they do it like that? It's Raksaki, innit? But it's like, who cares what Mark Guay says about him? Listen, I'd really, really like Raksaki. If that's how you say it, you know, I'd really like him. But I just got a sneaky suspicion that Glasner might give him an opportunity, especially with them losing Elise, potentially losing Eze at Spurs. It's going to be a long summer for them, so he can play on the left and the right. How many times did he play last season? Let me have a look. I just assumed genuinely that with them turning down Southampton that he was staying put, but according to reports, it's due to him being in the same league. So he played 6 times, didn't start any though. He played in total 136 minutes, so it works about 1.5 games. So he hasn't had a lot of minutes. Played a couple of times in Premier League too, so he's just been bench watching, and he really. But if you look at his time at Charlton in League One, he got 15 goals and 8 assists, 23 GNA. Very good, and I think he should have been on loan last season, but Roy Hodgson, being senile at the time, kept him around for no point, really. And like I say, he played 6 times, 136 minutes. Poor. We were linked with another left-back, Toure. Don't know that. I know about left-back we were linked with those at AC Milan that Andrea said was absolutely shit. Those were his exact words, and that's a mad one for Andrea to be so thing. Understand Palace are set to bid for Smith Rowe. There's another player that's had his career stalled by sitting on the bench. We shall have to wait and see. But that is, of course, your latest Leeds United news. Only 25 minutes in. We've covered it all. It's 2:05 now. We'll be back in 4 hours and 25 minutes for the watch-along. Leeds United versus Harrogate Town. League 2, Harrogate Town. You can follow it all on here. We'll get a look at the lineup. We'll see the switches in the formation, the players that are being used, etc. How threadbare the squad is. We'll probably hear from Daniel Farker as well. Be there or be square, cover it on the Just Joe Football Show. Then straight after that, we're going to do a post-match reaction. Okay, it won't be as in-depth as normal, but we can have a look at some of the maybe tactical tweaks and the players that have been used. But more importantly, there should be 6 of us talking about the latest Leeds United news as well, and just where the state of the squad is before we head off to Germany at the weekend. So peace out, and I'll see you tonight. Love you all. Bye-bye.